You know how it is. Gotta play manly, or people that fucking make fun of you for being manly, not being manly enough, or, well, you know how it is. It's just not okay to be a man. It's not okay just as a man. People can hurt you, and this is how you're treated. Our friends and family are supposed to help us with this. Yes, I am fucking vulnerable like a child. I am vulnerable like a child because I have no rights like a child. Oh wait, though, they have more rights than me, don't they? I fight for kids because you guys don't. Most of you, most of you women who got a hold of me because you had your children taken away. They took your kids away because you didn't have the right to those children with what you did. For you to get a hold of me and play fucking victim, holy shit. Let's make this about my dad. You know, they say let your kids make their own decisions and it'll make them stronger. I'm strong mentally. I'm real strong mentally. But I'm surrounded by fucking dumbasses all the time. Don't tell me that you care about me if you're not willing to help me to turn in the crimes against me. A lot of people are dead. Not because they had to die, but because mandated reporters don't think they have to do their jobs for a disabled homeless man. See, here's the thing. While I went through all of the services before Natalie died, while I was going through all of those services, and I got the housing, I got the Medicaid, I got my disability. But there's one important part of the equation that was missing. Positive people in my life. All Laura did was fucking bitch about everyone else. Now let's talk about when I was a kid. My dad got popped, 38 counts of cocaine possession with intent to sell. I went into the system. My mom's on drugs too. So they couldn't have us. My first foster home, it was great. It was outside of Scotts Bluff on a farm. Those people were fucking wonderful. My mom wanted custody though, so they sent us to Colorado into the system there, and oh my god. No, that's never okay to do to a child. There are no checks and balances for that child. There's a lot of children today, like Natalie Bollinger, expressed her stories about that. See, that's the thing. When I was trying to get help, Natalie did the same thing most of y'all do. She starts telling a story about her too. And you see that message between me and Natalie before I went to Virginia. You know, we had planned the trip for a really long time. Her, myself, her sister, and Maddie Boa. These people, oh, there's that lady. the one that I made sure I took a picture of earlier. She's allowed to take a picture of me, by the way. I am in public. I have researched the laws. I gotta take pictures of people so they can be identified because I can't remember all their names. Fuck, that hurts. If I check them on their bullshit, they immediately start playing victim. That's the problem with being a disabled and at-risk adult. People know that's all they gotta do and they win. He's mentally ill. See, while they tell me I'm cognitive, the first thing that they're gonna do to try to discredit me is call me mentally ill. They're not doing the jobs they're supposed to do for a mentally ill person. They're exploiting it. They're not doing the job they're supposed to be for a mentally disabled person. They're exploiting it. They're not doing their jobs for somebody who is physically disabled. They're exploiting it. I'm explaining to them. I am trying to explain to them my disabilities and how they affect me. They're telling me to do things that I literally cannot do for myself, and they're sending me to places that are not helping me with those things. They are refusing. They're refusing to help me with those things. Since they're not working together with each other and saying it to each other in the same fucking room, they get to play stupid and play ignorant of the law. These are officers of the law and mandated reporters who are trained. I had to seek out that training myself. But there is no way to turn off the fear of those people. That is what they are exploiting. If I show signs of fear, they will fucking capitalize on it. A friend or family member has to go in with me for my safety and help me to do that. To get the process started to begin with, I cannot be made to go in alone. I have communication disabilities because I am fucking afraid, and they will fucking abuse the shit out of that. They're trained to see when somebody is in a state of crisis and how they're supposed to treat that person, and they go out of their way not to. They know that repeatedly interrupting us to say, "That's a good boy, that's a good boy, that's a good boy," is antagonizing the situation. It's okay to say it once. It's not okay to read it off like a robot with a fucking checklist. Oh, I did what I was required. No, you did not. You didn't listen to the victim. You did not make the victim's safety important at any point. When you break the mandated reporter laws, as the person that I'm supposed to go to, when my life is at risk because people didn't follow the mandated reporter laws, and they are federal. Federal. But it never gets to the point where any of these pieces of shit look at evidence. They make me do it without the resources, through electronics and emails, and I need assistance if I have to do it that way. When they claim that they can't see it, when I send it to police, someone needs to be involved in that. I have made multiple reports across the internet to these people and made sure that I tagged people in it so that those reports were taken. Nobody ever tried to collect the evidence. Nobody ever tries to collect the evidence, and that is illegal as fuck. If I go in there to their boss and I say, hey, by law, you're the person I'm supposed to go to about this. All of you have fucking committed felonies. I need help stopping this. By law, you do have a duty as a mandated reporter. If I am turning in your coworkers, and I am afraid of your entire agency because of the illegal conduct of your workers, the intentional incompetence of your workers. When your workers are lying to me about what the laws are and interrupting me when I'm telling them about my disabilities, or brushing it off by giving me a compliment. No, that compliment is fucking dismissive of what I am telling you about my disability, something you need to understand instead of interrupting me. I am not a 5-year-old. I am a grown-ass goddamn adult. You pretend that I am a retarded 5-year-old to deny me all of my rights. And then you say that it's okay for you to do that because I'm so intelligent. By refusing to look at evidence, they get to pull the plausible deniability by talking over me and taking advantage of my disabilities in the way they're doing. This is not okay. To only allow my predators to get a court date. I'm afraid, and I have to not exhibit signs that I am afraid, or they will capitalize on it and pretend that I am volatile or fucking crazy. Marcia Estrada hit it right on the head when she said I have PTSD and that my problem is situational. She's absolutely right. The thing is, she wasn't looking at the evidence that I was being harmed, and Penny Cooper wasn't doing a goddamn thing to help turn it in. She would only focus on housing. Once I got into housing, what happened? Nothing changed. I was in Chapel, Nebraska, and now, instead of being like the situation before Natalie died, with me just having to deal with the fact that nobody was fucking positive, I had to deal with a bunch of negative people who are on fucking drugs. I never had real friends. After Natalie's death, I'm in housing, and I've got to be in a town where people are predatory towards me and you just tell me to move. Nobody ever tries to get the evidence of the abuse against me or how my communication disabilities are being exploited. They send me around in circles to all these places, and I call the places I'm told to call, and then I'm treated like I'm harassing them when I'm told to call them. And they take advantage of my communication disabilities and talk over me and don't allow me to speak. And they sell a false narrative over me. This is retaliation for trying to turn them in. This is not okay. My dad didn't understand how forcing his help on me was hurting me. We needed to get my money, my disability money coming in first before we got me stuck with a fucking ginormous goddamn gas-eating bill like that fucking vehicle. But because I was under his roof, I had to let him hurt me into doing what he wanted, not caring how much he was hurting me. His wife saw that. Dana saw that. They heard that. They just let him harm me verbally and physically. Are they going to speak up about that? No, they're living under his fucking roof. Diane's fucking old and can't take care of herself. She doesn't have the fucking money to do that. Besides, he's familiarity. I'm not shit to her. See, my family didn't care what happened. There's one time in my entire life that my dad almost listened. I was at Shannon Alvarado's in California. My dad didn't care what people did to me. He just let them hurt me and pretend I'm crazy. This is why I've been harmed my whole life, because my parents don't care. No matter what, they're going to talk down to me like I'm a retard and exploit me for everything I'm worth. And everybody in my family knows they can do that. My Uncle Matt has done that to me. My Uncle Greg has done that to me. My mother has done that to me. My sister has done that to me. My brother Michael has done that to me. My older brother Eric has done that to me. They all victimize me and then pretend like I deserved it. And that's not okay. I did everything that I could to show them that I loved them, that I care, that their safety is important to me. But they didn't care. And they still don't. When you make someone go back to their predators for help, instead of doing your mandated reporter job and listening, you get to see how this jurisdiction crap is used everywhere. They just harm me until I move. And you guys want me to do all this stuff that I can't do while I'm in a state of panic because nobody understands how much this heats up. I can't fucking, god damn it, stop letting them harm me to the point that I fucking commit suicide, you pieces of shit.